What's going on, family? We are back again for another episode of Let's Talk with the Battles. What's going on, Renika?
Hey. Good evening. Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up?
All right. So listen, we're going to jump right into it. We were having this little side conversation like, why do you always introduce yourself when you're jumping on your podcast?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to do that now. We're just going to jump right into this episode. And the focus tonight is on 2026. Are you excited about this new year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, well, you need to get more excited. Let's throw some confetti. Let's get hyped for this thing. We're back. It's 2026. Now, we got to be honest with the fam. All right. It's been a little hiatus since we did our last podcast. You know, let's catch the people up. What's been going on since I think we recorded in November?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
so.
What's been going on since that time?
Oh, well, there's been a shift in our home schedule. Obviously, everything kind of runs around that. Kids came out of band and soccer, and the winter, we just tried to chill, to try to enter into 2026 with a little bit of rest.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a little bit of time since we did our last recording, and a little switch up here. We're actually live on this podcast. So if we got bloopers, if we got mess ups, hiccups, it's whatever, y'all. We said we're going to just get on here tonight and just have some conversation. Shout out to the Bible with the Battles fam. I see our brother Matthew URG is in the chat. What's going on, bro? Thanks for joining us on tonight. And so, listen, we're going to talk about 2026. We got a number of just kind of like some questions that we're going to ask each other and kind of, lay a foundation for the new year. Even when we were talking earlier about, hey, what sort of topics do we want to cover on the podcast tonight? And we started to kind of work with New Year's resolutions, and we know how that sort of thing kind of goes. Right. People get started. I don't know. We talked about gym memberships, right? Like you're going to get a Planet Fitness, you're going to start working out, but we'll get into some of that. But we didn't want to so much do like New Year's resolutions, but we want to be intentional and faithful for what it is that we're going to be doing this year. So I'm just going to open this thing up.
First question, please.
The first question is, what's one thing from 2025 that you're intentionally not bringing into this year?
I think that's a good question. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head, but I guess I can get better at not giving myself more grace, I guess. So, if this is not done, if that is not done by the end of the day, because I'm a go-getter, I'm a to-do list, I'm task-oriented. So, try to give myself a little bit more grace this year if that to-do list doesn't get too done.
Yeah, man. Giving ourselves more grace. I think that's critical. Jesus gave it all. We'll just start there. But, we ought to embrace the grace that he's given us and not be so hard on ourselves. Right. I think that's something to take into consideration. For me, I was really thinking about this, and I don't want to bring into 2025 what's the word? I don't want to be pessimistic. Is that the word?
Is that the word you want?
That's the word I want. Yeah, that's the word I want. I think that we can start kind of like looking at things from that lens. I want to be an optimist, right? I want to be optimistic. I don't want to be pessimistic, right? And I think that's a mindset that I want to carry into 2026 and leave that old mindset in 2025. And I've talked a lot about this in a lot of the content that I did toward the latter part of last year about the enemy stealing your hope, right? And so you'll start kind of, changing your attitude about your expectation and your hope for what God can do for you, your family, right? And you start being pessimistic, and that's not the attitude that I want to have. That's a little transparent. Is that too transparent for this?
It's a little theological for 9:30 at night. But we'll take it.
I guess. All right, let's keep the party moving. Okay. If you could describe 2026 in one word or phrase, what would it be?
2026 or 2025?
We're looking forward. 2026.
Okay. In one word, I'm just gonna throw the word rest out there. Getting older, about to hit the big 40 in about 30 days. So need to really pause, enjoy life, and rest for sure.
Okay. Rest. I heard a little sneak preview on the 40 ball. Coming in less than 30 days. I'm on the clock, y'all.
A little bit more.
I'm on the clock. A little bit more than that, maybe 45 days. Okay. What about for me? A word or a phrase? I don't want to be super spiritual. The first thought was the scripture I've been thinking about is, did our hearts not burn? This is talking about, some disciples that were leaving Jerusalem, and Jesus, although they didn't know it, ended up walking with them back to their home, and they were talking to him about all the things that had occurred over the last few days around the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus. And long story short, they end up sitting down, breaking bread, and he gave them basically communion, and their eyes were opened. And they said to each other, did our hearts not burn? I think that's kind of like the phrase or the motto that I want to live by this year, is that I would be on fire for God, that my heart would burn for Jesus. That's the phrase I will use for 2026. Did our hearts not burn?
I'll hold you to that.
Well, I will hold you to it. We'll walk
make
together.
Make sure that I rest. Yes.
You rest and I burn.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
All right. One habit you want to start in 2026.
I don't have any habits I would like. Well, you know what? Reading non-Bible stuff, and I don't mean biblical stuff, but outside of the Bible, I would like to get into the habit of reading. So I've started so far reading a book by Joseph Prince. So I'm hoping to, get through several books this year. That is my plan. That's my goal.
Okay. Yeah. So, I've been reading the Bible. That's not surprising, but I need to read more because my literacy, I'm struggling. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm mispronouncing words. I'm like, no, I need to get back into the flow of reading, keep my brain, my mind sharp. So I'm with you on that. And you've even challenged me to do that as well. So I need to start reading some more books. My son, my oldest, he asked for a Barnes & Noble gift card for Christmas. And so we got him that, and we actually went to Barnes & Noble, and he picked up a couple of books himself that he's going to be reading. And that kind of challenged me too. So, I like reading entrepreneurship, books. I got a slight little library right to my left here, and I need to tap into that as well. So that's a good one. One habit I want to start. What I want, and I don't know if I can achieve this, right? But I want to eat less fast food in 2026.
Oh, I can help you with that.
Oh no.
Easy peasy.
Oh, no. So I want to eat less fast food in 2026. I don't know how I'm going to.
So I'm going to put you out here.
Oh, man, here we
go. Dr. Battle has a nice little tradition. If not every Thursday, every other Thursday, likes to get snacks after dinner.
Yeah, so without fail, if my wife cooks something on a Thursday, and usually that's later in the week, so like that menu ain't so robust, okay?
That means it's a healthy meal.
A healthy meal is usually on Thursday. I'm going after the kids go to sleep to get a snack, whether it's Culver's, B-Dubs. That's usually what I do on a Thursday. So I'm going to try to do less fast food in 2026.
So that means you also have to take a couple lunches to work.
Oh, man.
Frequently.
Listen, y'all, me and my boy Joaquin get into a whole lot of trouble on our lunch budget at the workplace. I don't even want to tell y'all what my lunch budget look like, because I be cheating on that joint.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's some habits. Let's take a little look at the chat. Matthew URG says, what book by Joseph Prince?
It is the one that is titled, now I just started reading it last week, Eating Your Way to a Healthy Life. And he dives deeper into the communion. So it has a subtitle, which I can't think of right now, but it's all about communion. Yes. So I actually tried to read it before, but I started and didn't even get like 10 pages in. So yes, and I'm pretty sure it's available on all platforms because it's been out for a little bit. Yes, but I'm taking a deeper dive into communion for health purposes this year.
Come on, communion. As a matter of fact, we got to make sure we do that.
You're late.
So in the new year, we like to do communion during our time of fasting. So we're going to make sure we get that in. And then Matthew URG says, get him a limited card for a budget.
Nice little Visa gift card.
Yeah, a little Visa gift card. When I'm out, I'm out. I don't know if I like that idea. I don't know if I like that. All right. So, okay, let's get back to it. A book of the Bible or spiritual practice you want to dive into together?
None. No.
Not together?
No.
Well, what about yourself? What do you want to?
So after this book, I have to look it up and see who it's by. But there was a book on 1st and 2nd Kings, and I really like those books of the Bible as far as Old Testament goes. Okay. So I want to dig into that after I finish Joseph Prince. So that's going to be my goal as well. So yeah.
No, we did not say that we might look at something together. Was it Revelation?
Yeah.
I did say that, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
We already got enough going on. That's too deep to dig into this year.
Yeah.
We might be in Revelation. I don't know.
Right.
Okay. And so for me, a book of the Bible or spiritual practice you want to dive into, just for myself. I started digging into the book of Job. Last year I did a series on that and I wasn't able to complete it, but I think I might go back to do some more research on the book of Job. And so that's one particular book of the Bible that I want to get into. And,
so I just found the Joseph Prince book I was talking about. I can't really see it, but yeah, so it's Eat Your Way to Life and Health, Unlock the Power of the Holy Communion. Actually, audio book looked like it's on sale for 99 cents.
Come on, audio book. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So areas where you've been playing it safe spiritually that you want to step out in.
Fasting.
Man, yo, I mean, if we can just be real, those only come out by fasting and prayer, right? So there are certain aspects of fasting and prayer that are necessary for certain levels of breakthrough. And so, we just have to step up to the plate and just be willing to engage.
Yeah.
And that can be a challenge for some.
Yeah. Making and not just frequency and the type of fast. So, you might want to dive a little bit deeper into water only. 1 meal a day, no snacking in between, just
It's being more, and I think more than anything, the consistency part of that, like, getting back to it on another kind of setting. I talked with a brother, and we were discussing some goals, and one of mine were just more consistent fasting schedule, going back to the Wednesday joints, that we've done in the past and still do now from time to time and seasonally, but just upping the frequency.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some personal things that you would love to do? Let's say, like, if you did this one thing by the end of 2026, you would be pleased.
Oh man. I mean, if you want me to be honest, now this is way out there. I don't know if it's possible, but I would like to sleep for an entire weekend.
Oh my goodness.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, lay in the bed and
well,
sleep.
You can't stay
rest.
Here.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to go somewhere else to do that.
Now y'all go
there
somewhere
ain't no
else.
way.
Y'all go somewhere else, and because I like to be in my house.
There ain't no way.
That'd be number one. Number two, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I would like to get back to practicing Japanese. Somebody was like, we spent a lot of money and time learning this language to not still be speaking the language. I was like, you know what? That's right. I spoke Japanese in middle school, high school, and in college. So, I should still be, knowing some stuff. And I do, but to speak fluently, that'd be cool to get back to that.
Yeah. There's some things that I want to do this year. I wish I bought my daughter a piano a couple years ago, a keyboard, and it was a $300 keyboard. And we took it right back to what, not Music Manor, Guitar Center.
Marshall Music? No, yeah,
Guitar Center. Man, I wish I could just play like a little keyboard and do some worship in the house, like some old school, like, prayer room.
I'm so glad we
stuff.
Took it back, because I wasn't trying to hear that.
I could do it, man. I think I could. I wish I could do that. So that's one thing.
It's never too late to start, but
yeah, I mean, it's already a lot of noise in this house, so we don't want to add. Yeah, to it.
I'm not advocating starting anytime soon, but
what's some other things? Here's some things I want to do. I've been wanting to go to the Brazilian steakhouse thing
Isn't it like Texas de
la Brazil or something like that. I've been wanting to go to that for a long time, so I got to do that this year. I want to go to more sporting events.
Like your kids don't have enough.
Well, I'm talking about like Pistons. We had a ball going to the Lions a year or so ago. The Tigers, even if it's just lug nuts here locally. I want to do more of that. No, ma'am. I don't do no Spartans. I gotta go to. I want to take my kids to the Big House, even if they're not Michigan fans. That's just something you got to do on the bucket list. If you've never been to the Big House for a game, come on, man. Yeah, so those are a few things that I want to do, that I would say if I did that by the end of 2026, it would be a success. Looking at the chat here, a couple of things that are being talked about. The book that you referenced looks like Matthew RG said he might grab that. He also communicated the fast that he's doing currently for January: hot tea and lemon during the day and one medium meal at night. That sounds like a winner.
Fasting is so interesting.
It is.
So,
it is.
If you're in a house all day surrounded by food, I feel it's a little bit more difficult.
So here's what I used to do when we didn't have a house full of kids. I do a lot of sleeping. Now I don't know if that's cheating, right? But sleeping and then doing a little bit more worship and reading the Bible, and that way you can kind of pass some time by. But it get a little, it's a little bit more difficult. Now when I'm at work, I'm kind of occupied, so that kind of helps. I think being at home might be worse.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Okay,
being at home and surrounded by food and different things like that. But it's also difficult when you can't steal away. To go read your word, pray, and worship. That makes it,
and that's kind of the thing, because and it's in the comments here. Matthew RG says, but I'm not just skipping food, I'm also adding more time in the word and in worship. And that's the key. Like, if you're not able to kind of like set that time aside to actually do those things, then you're on the struggle bus, man. Like, So no, that's cool. All right.
And getting off of the social media and replacing that time, with the Lord, all that scrolling.
Yep. Me and my homie, we was talking about that the other day. We was making excuses, man. We work a lot with our phones, and that's a slight excuse. We can put that down too.
So I've scaled back on Pinterest because I've mentioned before, getting off of social media is nothing. It's not hard for me because I ain't really on there. But so I've scaled back on Pinterest, and so kudos.
Yeah. Okay. So what other questions do you have? What you wanna, as we wind down?
I don't know, but I think next time we need to have some snacks. It could be snacks with the battles.
Snacks with it. So you just talking because you hungry. You fast and you think about snacks. What are we talking about here?
With the battles.
Snacks with the battles. Okay, so
any movies you're looking forward to?
Oh,
movies
man.
or TV shows.
All right, so TV shows, and movies. Avengers Doomsday. I mean, that don't come out until December, but that's gonna be a game changer. Odyssey is coming out. I want to see that as well.
What is that?
The Odyssey, remember the book?
I remember. They're making the movie.
Yep, adaptation of that. And then as far as TV shows, let me see what else oh my goodness, I'm blanking on the name of the TV show where my man was in the bunker, the black guy. They were all living underground.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna be mad after this is done. I'm gonna remember it. But season 2 comes out in February.
Okay, so Spider-Man Brand New Day is supposed to come out July 2026.
Let's go. Okay.
The Odyssey movie that you referenced, that's July 17, 2026 as well.
Okay.
Some of these other ones on the list, I don't know anything about. Oh, Supergirl, that's June 26th.
That actually looks pretty good.
I'm not a fan of how that is looking because I like Supergirl from is it Man of Steel?
No.
Whatever.
Okay.
The Flash, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I like that version of Supergirl. Nice and tough. This version seems to be young and reckless, basically. So I guess we'll just see. Street Fighter, that says October. I don't didn't know about that. Narnia? I didn't know Narnia was coming.
Oh, they're coming out with a Narnia?
It says Narnia, and that's like November. So that'll probably be.
Let's get it.
Yeah, that'll be right around Thanksgiving. So that'll probably be a hit. Super Mario. That's what I was like. There's got to be some in the spring. So that's April. And then Toy Story 5 is in June.
I mean, but they said Toy Story 4 ended. Like, it was over. So how they just gonna, come out with 5? Like, they didn't end it in 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen all the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, so I have to wait till all the way to the end of the year for Doomsday. Is no good summer blockbusters, if you ask me.
Yeah. So, a couple more things before we get up out of here. You going somewhere in March?
Huh? I'm just kidding. No. No, we're going. I'm going to be a chaperone on a band trip in March, but we are going to Disney and Universal.
Disney and Universal. So y'all pray for your boy. I'm going to be here with the 2 youngins. And we're going to be, making it do what it do. That's during spring break. So that's a pretty cool 2026 event.
Yeah.
And then, chat, help us for vacations in the summer. We are a 6-hour radius. So last summer we went to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That was pretty cool, right? Give us some suggestions within a 6-hour radius.
I would like to go to
where?
Buc-ee's. The closest one.
There's one coming in Ohio.
The closest
one is in Kentucky.
I like Kentucky.
Yep. So we got fam in Kentucky. Shout out to the fam out in the bluegrass state. Out in Kentucky, we got to come back and see our fam out there. Mm-hmm. So Buc-ee's, we got to hit that. We usually go to Indianapolis almost every other year, so that's a little spot.
I really think that you should probably go to Chicago, though.
We went last year.
No, your daughter has never been to Chicago. Well, it's only a 3-hour drive. It's a perfect drive for Jace.
I don't know.
You don't have to go to the bad parts of Chicago. You can go to the good parts of Chicago.
Listen, I was with a group of people, so I felt a little bit safer. I was a chaperone for Chicago. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to go to Wisconsin. We got fam out there now, so we haven't been there. And Minnesota is way too far. And then St. Louis. My fam out in St. Louis, we might have to make that trip. That's about 7.5. We might be able to make that. The kids got to see the arch at least once.
I guess.
At least once. Okay. Anything else for these folks? I mean, Bible with the battles, y'all know who we are. I don't feel like, jumping into all of that. This is the podcast, not
so you're not gonna. So I guess the last thing you mentioned is your 40, 20, 18, whatever.
That's right. Okay. Well, let me break that down, and then this will be our closer. All right. 40 years of life, 20 years of preaching the gospel, 18 years of marriage. These are the numbers that have significance to me this year.
We're both turning 40.
We're both turning 40. Did y'all know she older than me?
By like what?
35
days.
35 or so days, 35, 40 days. Yeah, she's the oldest one in the house. So when we play cards, she usually goes last.
Such a hater.
So yeah, we're both turning 40 years old. That's amazing, man. We just turned 20. Like I remember when we turned 20 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. Now we're turning 40 this year, which is amazing. And then 20 years of me preaching the gospel. And that looks like a lot of different things. That means a lot of different things for me. But I've been preaching. My very first message was from what book?
What was it? Starts with an A.
Yeah, it does. Amos. From the book of Amos.
Oh, I need some memory medicine.
Yeah, something of nature. Are there any Amoses out there? Yeah. Amos, a prophet from Tekoa that was not a part of the school of the prophets. Mm-hmm. Yet he had a word. Are there any Amoses out there? Come on now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I've been preaching for 20 years and then 18 years of marriage. Y'all, we've been married 18 years. Mm-hmm. That's a long time, man. That's a long time to be with someone, but God has just been faithful. We've been together and walking together and have 3 beautiful children and, have just experienced so much just grace and favor and blessing. I mean, so 40, 20, 18 is huge for me. I'm going to do something. Although you're going to be going to Disney World for my birthday.
I know. We didn't plan it that way.
We didn't plan it
that way.
So, yeah, 40, 20, 18. And we got a 15-year-old. He'll be turning 15 this year.
Yeah. Jace will be 4.
Jace, baby boy, will be 4. And Olivia Grace will turn 12 this year. So, I can't believe it. We're going to have a sophomore in high school. What are we doing? but we're turning 40.
Trying to get these jokers up out of here.
Trying to get them up out of here. Yeah, man. Get these cats up out of here. All right, family. So I think we're gonna wrap this episode up. If y'all can connect with us, let us know what do y'all want to hear from us? What type of topics would you like us to explore? We would love to get more feedback from you all. You can follow us on all of our social media handles, Bible with the Battles, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. Follow us there and we'll be sure to connect with you. Any last remarks for the family?
No, sir.
No, sir. We're gonna go check out, see who's winning this football game. Hey, thank you for joining us, and we'll leave you with our vision, which is simple yet profound. Revival begins where?
At home.
At home. All right, y'all. We'll see you.